Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. In this game, with the All-Star game approaching, Brent, there are plenty of deserving players, but as we know, there are only 12 coveted spots for each roster.
And Kevin, get ready for all the snub talk that we hear every year. It comes along like rain in spring. But if you could see the league expand the rosters maybe to 13, maybe even 15 players, maybe some of that would go away. Not all of it, but maybe some.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Saddiq Bey is out there with Okongwu, and it's Young in at the point guard position.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Great, David. Thanks. We'll see if they can execute and create some good looks early and then great capital.
Yeah, this is also a good way to challenge your shooters. Get them mentally prepared for what's about to come.
I think more decent looks come from more floor spacing.
Here's Okongwu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic. Okongwu is a young guy, Brent, who is still polishing his craft. But on a permanent basis, he's been extremely effective.
Just some great flashes last year from Onyeka, who shoots a very high percentage. He helps you in a lot of ways. He rebounds. He protects the rim. He's quick off the floor. And he really can slide his feet out on the perimeter. So sky's the limit still for this young big.
Young makes it off the glass. Young's got his second bucket.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
And here's George for 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Henderson, and stolen by Murray. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Uncovered. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Pass to Hunter. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And there's Murray on the assist by Hunter. Murray's got 7.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Henderson kicks to Winslow. He feeds it to George. And stolen by Murray. Young outside. Hunter with it. Now guarded by Winslow.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And stolen by Murray. Nurkic against Bey. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Saddiq Bey. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Sharp, that's good. And that ties it up.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Johnson outside. 1:09 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 5. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 7 points in the game. Here's Hayes. Fernando pulls it in.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And good that time.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
To the paint. Here's Sharp. Drops in the layup for 2. Sharp's got his second basket of the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Johnson in the corner. Latre. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so here's Portland. They trail by 6. Right wing. Hachimura finds Simons. Island's shot is good. Island's got his second bucket of the night.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Young. Portland grabs the miss. And this matchup with the Hawks is their first meeting of the season.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Jake Crowder out there with Nurkic. Then it's Winslow. Then it's Paul George. And it's Henderson in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Bay. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it out to Allen. Paul George with the steal.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Well, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, this Hawks team can run into defensive issues. Don't have many perimeter stoppers, and the interior at times can be overwhelmed.
And they double up Allen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, when Bay is coming at you like that with that kind of momentum, tough for the defense to interfere.
Henderson passes to Nurkic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. And for Atlanta, Greg, on-ball defense can be a problem.
The team knows it's their weak spot. Have solid post defenders, great offense, but they'll be limited until they figure it out defensively.
Bay hits the bucket.
And Bay drains the triple.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. For Portland, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the set. Outside, George over Allen. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Henderson. George has got 5 now.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Bay. Pass to Hunter from the arc. Henderson pulls it in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bay finds Allen. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And George gets it to go.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Allen. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Portland leading. Outside, George. Shoots over Bay. The shot by George, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Murray. From outside the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Crosses over. Here's George. Atlanta with the rebound. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Bay kicks to Allen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
And it's the growth of Murray as a distributor has really proved to be a great point guard. There were questions about that early in his career.
And here's George for 3. Hands it from downtown. George has got the game tied up here for Portland.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
Youngstown fans, that was your Blazers Youth Dance Team.
Young left side. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And Greg, you can see it. Murray has really improved his passing.
Has a great sense of the court and spacing, reads defense as well, and can direct his teammates. Could see him being an elite passer in no time.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Young in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got 10 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Sharp. Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Here's Bogdanovich. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Highland misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Simons, the pass to Hayes. From deep. Highland misses. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And Young not a stranger to nights like this where he's putting up big numbers.
The pass to Hayes. Right side, Griffin. The shot will not fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And Hachimura at 6'8", no problem for him to get up.
The Hawks leading. Young looking it over. Driving to the basket. And he makes good on the layup. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Simon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Tries to hit him. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He's been a major threat.
The Raptors' depth is being challenged. A tough break for them.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court right now for the Hawks, the guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Saddiq Bey is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Okongwu in at the center, filling out the middle. The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside. Murray outside. Okongwu with the screen for Murray. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Bey. The Trailblazers pull it in.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That'll put Paul George on the line. It's going to be on Trae Young. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And that's a nice pass from Bey, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
And stolen by Hunter. Murray with it. George picks him up. Hunter, no one around him. Oh, good on the triple.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And he gets it to go. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking helpless.
Here's Young. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Atlanta making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 4. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
On its way from Young for 2. It's hauled in by George.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
The Hawks trail by 3. Allen kicks to Okongwu. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Hayes, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Griffin's checked in.
And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Jusuf Nurkic.
Back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time, and then finally it was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland. And he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of his production since then.
3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's George. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Atlanta has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Young. Lets the 3 fly. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
On the wing, George. Lets it go with the 3. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Young pass to Okongwu. There's 1:54 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Young. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
And how about that hoop? The guard, Trae Young, getting inside and mixing it up a bit.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's good from long range. Sharp's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Allen passes to Griffin. Johnson outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. The Hawks again can't hit. Now here's Sharp. Guarded closer for the tie. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. And here's Griffin. To the inside. Johnson, the pass to Fernando. Here's Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Bogdanovich against Simons. Allen for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Simons has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Sharp. A miss that time would have put him up. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Hachimura out there with Paul George. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Highland in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead. And
it's George missing. The Hawks leading. Here's Hunter. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Hunter. Down low. Here's Fernando. Passes it to Bay. Lays it up off the glass. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Hachimura against Bay. Dishes it to Murray. It's tipped.
Hachimura putting the long arms to use.
Kicks it to George. Over Hunter. A nice shot by George. George has got 16 here in the second half. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Atlanta calls timeout. Congroo's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. But it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. The Hawks trailing. Bay passes to Young. And the three off target. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket. George has got 7 now in this quarter. Here's Murray. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. No good again that time. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's George. Finished off the break. 30 points for George.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Young against Henderson. Bay with the screen for Young. Atlanta again missing. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Atlanta calls timeout. Young outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Okongwu slams it in.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Portland.
Here's Nurkic. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Henderson against Young. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Henderson kicks to George. Portland moving the ball. Henderson, no good. The Hawks trail by 9. Murray dishes to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. And Trae is a flat-out scorer.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Now the pass to George for Murray, and George gets it to go. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Just smart use right there, Paul George in the mid-range.
Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Young against Henderson. Pass to Okongwu. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Griffin. Murray finds Hunter. Young with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the teammates and the coaching staff know that he's going to take those kind of shots as Trey takes a quick one.
Outside, George. For three. Atlanta with the rebound.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss? Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Now in the lineup for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando. Jalen Johnson.
Now off the inbound, and there's Paul George on the assist from Crowder. George has got 36.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Paul George.